Building a better land by offering a helping hand for the buildings that are center of our community. Oftentimes, the city's religious buildings are some of the oldest and most historical in the area. And they can also be some of the hardest to care for. So News 5's Kevin Berry explains how one organization is helping keep those buildings up and running.
When you see the full wall mosaic behind the altar, the stonework, and the stained glass windows around the chapel in the old St. Mary's Seminary,
I was blown away. It's very, very beautiful.
it's easy to forget. This building has a different purpose now.
Working on recovery issues affects everybody, and the women don't necessarily have a place to go with their children.
The buildings where Cleveland's priests used to train now houses the Hitchcock Center for Women, run by Sue Tager, caring for roughly 60 women battling substance abuse and their children. It's an important part of their recovery, and it's only possible because the seminary is so large.
So on the one side, it's great because we can serve a lot of women with children. On the other side, it is such a big building that it can be very overwhelming.
Overwhelming because the roof was leaking, creating damage that can still be seen in some parts of the building today, and there was just so much building to care for.
And the 96,000 square feet that we needed to address and say, what do we fix first?
So the Cleveland Restoration Society's Sacred Landmark program comes in to help churches, or in this case, the Hitchcock Center for Women, prioritize what work needs to be done first so they can best use their resources.
The idea of triage. If you can't do everything, what do you do first and how do you do it?
To figure that out, Michael Fleener's Sacred Landmarks Committee comes through buildings like the old seminary with experts like Tom Trulson,
Water's the enemy,
who helped shore up the roof, and Greg Frost, whose company handled the masonry work that needed to be repaired.
It was not anything terrible, just a lot of small areas that need attention.
The committee's report on the building helped identify more than $1 million worth of repairs that needed to be done.
if we can't help other people's lives, then what are we really doing all this for?
The Sacred Landmarks Committee doesn't offer any kind of funding, but with Tom and Greg's expertise, the center can tackle what it can afford right now to keep a historical building alive while helping their clients turn their lives around.
It's just nice that people see that we're reinvesting in where they're living, where they're getting treatment, where they're working on their recovery.
In Cleveland, I'm Kevin Barry, News 5.